for Paul, it was. He knew this. And that's why he said, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. I can be poor, I can be rich, I can be hungry or full. Jesus will satisfy me no matter what. You know, Philippians 4:13, it's one of the most popular verses in the Bible. It may even be your favorite verse. I had Philippians 4:13 written on my soccer shoes when I was in high school in whiteout. I had it on there. It was all over the place. I went to Pauley High School, by the way. And I like Pauley. Most of our students go to King, but I always joke around, Pauley Bears, got to represent. We always had a great soccer team. At one point, we were ranked number 1 in the nation, and we were favored to win CIF a couple times. I really wanted to win CIF bad. I mean, it was like the dream of a high schooler. That's just what I want. I wanted the ring on my finger. And I believed that God could give me the strength to do it. Sophomore year, we lost in the semifinals of CIF to Mater Dei. It's because they recruit. That's ridiculous. Private schools, man. Junior year, we lost in the quarterfinals to Nogales. It went to overtime, double overtime, then shootouts, and we lost. It was a heartbreaker. Next year, we played Nogales again, and we lost again, and double overtime in the quarterfinals. Now, the reason why I tell you this is because Philippians 4:13 did not prove to be true for me. This verse lied to me. It should say, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, except to win CIF, Now, the problem isn't that the verse lied to me, but that I took the verse out of context. And many people do take this verse out of context. Many people read this verse and they act as if there's nothing that they cannot do. I can do anything. I can do anything with God's strength. I mean, I could go down to 7-Eleven and pick the lottery numbers with his strength. And they think that they could do that. I could go outside and pick up a semi-truck with my hands because God's strength is with me. I can do any of these things. I can make professional sports. I can do whatever it is. And then when things don't work out, when things don't happen, they're left disappointed. Thinking, well, is God really big enough? Is God really strong enough? Because it says I can do all things through him who gives me the strength. So if it doesn't happen, then God must not have the power. He must not have the strength. And I'm telling you that's a lie. God is powerful. He can do whatever it is that he wants to do. He has the strength to do whatever it is he wants to do. But he's going to do what he wants and not always what we want. This verse is not a magic formula. It does not give us the power to do whatever we want. Christ doesn't always give us the power to do what we want to do. But he always gives us the power to do what he wants to do. I'll say it again. Christ doesn't always give us the power to do what we want to do, but he always gives us the power and the strength to do what he wants us to do. And that's different. And that's the way that verse should be applied. Christ's power is only found in the will of God. Paul found strength when he was weak. He found strength when he was hungry. He found strength when he was poor. He found strength when he was in prison because he was in God's will, doing what God had called him to do. God wanted him in prison to share the gospel. He wanted the people in there to hear more about it. He wanted the Philippian church to see him in prison and think, man, one of our leaders is there. We need to get more bold too and share. So God puts Paul in this circumstance that's not easy. It's not like Paul was in prison thinking, this is fantastic, this is great, this is easy. No, it wasn't easy, but Paul found the strength to get through it because God had put him there. He was able to still be satisfied and content with where God had him because he was in the will of God. And there is no better place to be than in the will of God and say, you know what? It doesn't matter what I have. It doesn't matter what's going on. I'm going to be okay because God is going to give me the strength to get through this.